What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another video by yours truly. The other day I was on stream and we just casually put together this composition to go up against the new Tower of Adversity, which is it's taken the difficulty of the mode to another level, but it's also made it fun and rewarding. That's going to be a different video. I want to make a video praising the new mode, but basically we brought this team into this mode, and it was the team that cleared it the most effortlessly, and also kind of blew not only me away but my chat away. The damage was just ridiculous. So I wanted to show this off to you guys so you could see how it performs, and maybe if you own these characters you could use the team as well. But it is expensive. It's 3 limited characters, so if you don't own them, well, it is what it is. Maybe this video is not for you. But what I plan to do is explain the intricacies during combat, what I'm doing, why I'm doing it, how to optimize the efficacy of each character's performance and power. And then we're going to go over the builds and explain the role of each character and what they're doing to add value to this team comp. Overall, I think it'll be valuable for Xiangli Yao players. So let's go ahead and get to cooking. All right, first up on the list is our favorite, I guess, waifu in current times. She'll get dethroned soon when Camellia drops. Probably, we'll see. Obviously you need her on the team. What I really admire about Wuthering Waves is its healers in the game are actually very prevalent, because not only do they keep your team alive, they're also really goddamn strong in terms of buffing, and that's what she does. In fact, I got some little notes pulled up here. So Shorekeeper is giving every single one of these buffs to the party. In total, it's a 39% attack boost, 15% amplified damage, which is multiplicative, and then she's given 50 crit value to the party. Keep in mind, for the nubs who don't understand crit value, crit rate is doubled in value. So if it's 12.5, it's 12.5 times 2 in terms of crit value, and then 25% crit damage is going to be a 1-to-1 conversion for crit value. So that's Shorekeeper. But then we have Yinlin as well, and Yinlin, let's go ahead and zoom in on our gorgeous electro waifu here. She's giving a 25% liberation amplified damage bonus to Yao, and then 20% electro amplified damage bonus to Yao. This happens as soon as you switch from Yinlin over to Yao, so that it does need to happen in that rotation. So that's a 45% amplified damage bonus to Yao, which is that is an absurd amount of power spike to our boy. But then he gives another 20% to the rest of his kit. His whole entire kit obviously does electro damage, so that's good. But then I didn't put one down. The other thing she does is her coordination attacks. Right, so when you do her heavy attack with her forte circuit, she starts ticking on top of everybody's hits when they attack, and that shit, I think I was seeing 16Ks and 13Ks for 18 seconds straight while I was doing absurd damage with Yao. So she's also incredibly cracked on this team, and I think her value really shines through thanks to Shorekeeper handing her as well as Yao all of these fucking buffs. And I think that's why the team's so powerful. It's because Shorekeeper's real value shines through when you have 2 different people popping off at once, because all of her buffs are team-wide buffs. So I think if you're running teams where both people are popping off, Shorekeeper's really going to shine through. Anyways, finally, we got the man, the myth, the motherfucking legend, Iona Koji, the adult form. Bro's just an absolute menace. He's very similar to Cal Charo in the sense that he wants a lot of on-field time, but you don't really go back to Shorekeeper to see her fancy cutscene for her ultimate, right? The intro at the end where she does the shit. You don't really want to do that. He's here to hog the field and do absurd amounts of damage bonus. Now, of course, if you unlock Shorekeeper's E1, then you can do that because it extends her buff duration and how long the ultimate lasts. But basically, this dude is going to hit the field. He's going to pop his ult for some absurd amounts of damage, and then you're going to continue to do his basic attack sequence and then continue to keep casting the fucking skill. If you don't know this about Yao already, when you pop his ult and then do a basic attack sequence, boom 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 boom, during his ultimate, it's going to fill up his forte circuit in immediately, and then you just press skill and he's just fucking gravitational disintegration, or electric, I guess, with that cube. But one thing I learned about Yao as well is when you have a free skill to cast it, because as soon as he gets his forte circuit up, he gets another free proc. So always use his skill when it's available, because you're just going to get it again as soon as you fill up the forte circuit. Okay, now I want to go ahead and go into the showcase and do a bit of a play-by-play and explain to you guys what's going on, why I'm doing things the way I'm doing them, and then you'll have some insight with regards to how the team comps rotations operate. So right here in the beginning, I'll tell you right now, these dudes are annoying. And you don't really want them to spread out, because once they spread out, it just becomes a shit show trying to get rid of all of them. So you kind of want to like say, who cares about rotations right now briefly, and just try to spam ult, kill them as fast as possible. That was at least my thought process behind that. So we're gonna go ahead and pop ult. Notice I popped it to the left. That way I could, you'll see, we'll rotate in with her. Now this one's really important, and I do it a lot, so it's an important talking point I want to go over. We're going to go back here real quick. So again, we go to the left, right? We switch over to Yinlin after we pop this ult. Boom. Okay. The thing about Yinlin and the way that her ult is designed to be utilized is it's designed to be utilized the minute you use her skill. And that's because her skill, as soon as you pop it, she gets 15% crit chance for 5 seconds. On top of Shorekeeper popping her ult, if you were to intro in with Yinlin, it would change the Shorekeeper's ult into the second phase, giving another 12.5% crit chance, right? So 15 plus 12.5, that's a whole 27.5% crit chance given to Yinlin. However, as I said, we kind of just said, who cares about rotations in the beginning? Because we don't want these little annoying fuckers spreading out. So we just ignored the 12.5% crit chance that would have been given to us by Shorekeeper. Also, we can pop skill and immediately ult everyone with Yinlin. That was the thought process here. But basically, before you ult Yinlin, always pop her skill first. And no, if you pop her skill the second time, it doesn't reactivate her crit chance. I've already tested it. So skill, spam the fucking ult immediately. Bow, 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 bow. Everybody got hit by that. That's good. We still got one more skill proc, right? Boom, we proc that skill. And soon as we proc that skill, you'll notice we say, who cares about Yinlin's heavy attack dot? We don't want these fuckers spreading out. Again, we said, who cares about the rotation? Go into the next guy and immediately pop ult to kill everyone. Right? So intro skill, outro skill, and then we pop ult on every single one of these little douchebags. I'm telling you right now, if you try to do it like the proper rotation way, it's a pain in the ass. I'm not gonna say it's impossible, but getting rid of these ads is everything, bro. They're just really annoying. They buff the shit out of the bear. Okay, so from this point, also notice you can see the value of Shorekeeper's E1. If I had her E1, I'd have a more broad range for her ultimate. But because I don't have her E1, I'm already about to be like exiting her field, which would allow me to lose the crit value buffs. I just wanted to point that out. See that right there? Gravitational. Every time I do a basic attack sequence, you'll see. Well, I guess we kind of went ahead and reset. Okay, so what's the rotation looking like right here? Basically, all we're doing is we're trying to get her concerto meter up. Then we're gonna pop her ult, and then we're gonna get into Yinlin. Usually it's just like a skill, her echo skill, and then after that, we just go straight into Yinlin. I wanna go back there real quick just so you guys can see how that rotation worked. In fact, I'm gonna go back a little bit more. So right here, we rinse and repeat and start the rotation over. We go back into Shorekeeper, right? As you can see, Shorekeeper's, what is it called? Concerto meter is already almost filled up. And we haven't even had her on the field in a minute. It's already about to be filled up. So with a quick little skill pop over here and then reprocking the buff from her echo, her ult's gonna be up and her concerto meter is gonna be up, and then we can go straight into Yinlin. All right, so we re-up the echo buff and then we pop her ult, and now Yinlin comes in. We've already entered the second phase of Shorekeeper's buff, which means the whole party gets 12.5% crit rate boost. Now, right here, since we didn't use her Forte circuit because we wanted to get rid of all the ads, obviously now we have to apply that dot, or otherwise that's a big DPS drop off. So skill, right? Apply the heavy attack Forte circuit. Now he has the dot on him for the next 18 seconds. We used our fucking our Flautist early just to fill up her ult right there. You don't have to do that, but I did it because when you use Flautist, he gives you energy recharge towards your ultimate, which is nice. Sometimes I do it just as a lazy means to get ultimate up. Okay, intro skills up. Boom. We immediately spam the shit out of that echo skill to get some extra damage in there, as well as his regular skill. This is another mistake people could make when you go in with him. Make sure you use his Q and his E, because once you pop ult, it's gonna reset the E again. All right, so look, ult, bam, and then you'll notice the E has reset again. Right, so we should use E right here, but we didn't. Misplay on my behalf. Boom, gravitational disintegration. Remember every time you do a full basic attack sequence, it fills that shit up. Boom, gravitational disintegration. Basic attack sequence, oh, I got hit because I'm a bad kid. All right, boom, gravitational disintegration. That's pretty much all it is. And you'll notice my echo skill came back up again. Always be mindful of that echo skill down there. Make sure you're popping that shit, getting some extra DPS off. It's a bit of micromanaging, but if you do Xiangli Yao's full rotation, you should be able to pop his echo 2 times before he leaves the field. So we already procced it. Look, boom, boom, boom. Do you see all that damage? Hold on, we gotta go back. We gotta go back, bro. Look at the damage of this fucking echo. Watch when I use it. Pay attention to how it's dropping on their heads, right? 25, 33, 33, 25 on everyone's heads. Insane, bro. So we go back into the rotation, re-up our echo, and then we go into Yinlin again. Boom, skill, boom. All right, Forte circuit, sit down, make sure, oh fuck, I didn't mean to do that. I'm sorry guys, I didn't mean to do that. Let me find my spot again. Okay, we found it. Sorry, I didn't mean to do that. Make sure with Yinlin, before you pop her Forte circuit, you do not do it when somebody's about to hit you, because this bitch gets interrupted so easy when she uses that. And if she gets interrupted while doing it, it won't apply the dot. You just wasted 18 seconds of fucking passive dot. That's what I wanted to say. So right here, you'll notice I did it right, and he was rushing me. That was risky business because I could have wasted my entire Forte circuit if he would have interrupted me. But we got the dot off, thankfully. Right? Now Flautus, another combo that I like to do with this team is I'll proc Flautus, right? I'll hold down the Q on Flautus, and then I'll intro in with Xiangli Yao. Flautus will continue to proc the remaining of his duration of his ability, and then Xiangli Yao comes in popping off while he's still zapping. See that over there? Really nice. 220, this dude, I swear, Yao is so fucking cracked, bro. Like bro's ult. This man's damage is just absolutely absurd. It's because he does single target damage AoE, right? He's just blending everyone out there with that Q and his ult. His ult hits everyone for equal amounts of damage. 221 to every motherfucker out there. 300k to everybody out there. And then the blend, boom. That's what makes him a very powerful driver as a DPS. He's literally just AoE and single target friendly. Notice I'm always proccing that skill before I pop ult for the extra crit chance. All right, apply the dot. All right, Flautus into Xiangli Yao. And then GG's, boom, he's done. Next, now we go straight into this. This feels really good to do, by the way. I popped ult, I disintegrated the bear. And I'm at the very beginning of my Xiangli Yao's ultimate going in to Ghost Rider right here. He's never gonna get called Inferno Rider. They can hang it up. I'm gonna call that boy Ghost Rider until I bite the dust. But the beautiful thing is, rotation wise, we disintegrated the bear and we have a whole ultimate remaining with Xiangli Yao, which is really nice. So basic attack sequence, boom, blend his ass up, cast our Q, look at me. All right, there we go, we casted it. All right, basic attack sequence, gravitational disintegration with the E. Always do the basic attack and then micromanage the E. Free E again, pocket, bam. And now we reset our rotation because we ran out of ult. Pop ult, good. Fill up the concerto meter. One thing that's worth mentioning is just when you see Shorekeeper's Forte circuit all the way up, hold down your heavy attack because it does a good amount of concerto energy buildup. All right here, pop skill, good. Dodge. Don't be a bad kid, guys. Dodge when you can. Dodge. Okay, cool. Poorly timed ultimate, but it is what it is. It happens. There you go. Flautus into our Xiangli Yao. Got hit by the bike. That sucks. Dodge. This was kind of a bad rotation because my ult wasn't already up. 260k. Boom. So a little cheat too with Xiangli Yao. If you see him do that Iron Man zap, that's the final hit of his basic attack sequence. It will guarantee the fucking meter fill up, basically. That one right there. In Shumpo step, look how clean that shit is. So again, if you just pay attention to the zap, you know that you got a guaranteed skill proc. right? Basic attack, basic attack, basic attack, right? Hold up, we're gonna do it right here in a bit. Here you go, zap, boom. That when he does that, you see the forte circuit fills up immediately. That means you're gonna get a free skill proc. He shumpo steps all the way over to him, filling that fucking range separation there, which is crazy. And I got a free Q to cast again. Damn, do I cast it? Okay, I cast it. Cool, good shit. And yeah, that's pretty much the rotation of this team. Like I said, this team's rotation is very fucking smooth. It's not a quick swap team. That's what I really like about it. Quick swap is so fucking annoying to micromanage. You got to do that shit with Xiangli. And don't get me wrong, Xiangli's my girl, right? But like this team is your traditional rotation. You know what I mean? You go through everybody's shit and then you switch over to the next person, go through his shit. And this guy got fucking bullied before I can even cast my final rotation of ult. Okay, so now we're gonna go into the next phase and then we'll show, bro, the next phase, buddy gets obliterated. I think I had 1 minute and 30 seconds left on the clock. Okay, with these two guys, we actually did our rotation proper. Wait, did we? Yeah, we did. We filled it up. So we did a proper rotation at the beginning here. Scale into ultimate, hits both of them at the same time. Nice. Damn, 11 Ks. All right. We're trying to fill up our forte circuit. We fill it up, apply the dot to both of them. Notice the positioning with Flautus. It's worth mentioning. So I ult both of them, right? I move to the left here because I want to make sure that Flautus is hitting them both with his electricity. All right, so we apply forte circuit, right? Watch me go to the left to line them up. Right there. See, now the line from Flautus is shocking them both at the same time. So now when I intro into Xiangli Yao, Flautus will be shocking both their asses. Bam. There you go. That was a misplay. I think it was. Let's go back and watch that one more time. I got greedy or impatient. So Xiangli Yao comes in. I should have cast Q and E before the fucking ultimate, but I'm pretty sure I got greedy. Okay, oh no, we did cast him. All right, well, fuck me. Hey, Gacha Smack said get off his dick. 330K there. Holy shit. One more time, I'm gonna go back again. Watch this full basic attack sequence. I'm just reiterating, guys, and reinforcing what you do. Basic attack, zap into the gravitational disintegration. Melted the fuck out that man. Gravitational disintegration. We got a free skill proc before that too. Bam. Right? Gravitational disintegration. Dude, do you see why this man is so fucking cracked? His AoE is absurd. Notice we were taking a little bit too much damage there, so we got him out of there to re-up the heal, re-up the buffs. That's okay to do. Sometimes you can just say fuck the rest of his ult if you see he's about to die. All right, and then apply the dot to everyone. Dude, I'm telling you, Yinlin's value on this team is just ridiculous. All right, line up the Flautus. Line up the Flautus, pop the ult, GG's. Oh, no. I hate when I do that. Okay, sorry. There you go. I just wanted to show off the buff here. I don't know why it rewinds when I tell it not to. 320 to pretty much everybody that was out there, honestly. That dude took a L too. Now, granted, guys, in this new zone, our damage is incredibly like spiked. There's a buff in the zone that rewards you based on the teams you're using. There's also like a elemental shred that's also crazy. But just look at this man's AoE potential. It is truly insane. Proc the skill, free plop. Watch when we get to the boss though. I came to find out with this team, the hardest fight of this floor was everybody except the boss. When we get to the boss, bro, like what's his name? Poor Scar. Scar's poor soul, bro, just gets it up the rear end, bro. You're gonna see what I'm talking about. Blend, bam. All right, Scar just gets bullied, guys. Look at those, bro. 16 into 45 from a fucking skill, man. I'll be honest, the time stop like kind of trolls me. That was 21s and 57s, by the way. Like, dude, bro, scale was doing more than ultimates. All right, re-up, new rotation, scale into Q, fill up her intro, swap into Yinlin, pop scale, then into ult for the crit damage or crit rate boost. 11s. All right, let's get the dot on him. All right, dot, boom, flautist, intro into Xiangli Yao. Beautiful. Pop skill. Oh, do we pop skill? Oh no, we got greedy. We didn't pop the free skill proc. 343. Blend, 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 blend. Guys, this dude's damage is just ridiculous. That blend right there was 20, 20, 20, 20, and then look at the end there, 62. A skill. Fucking wild. And I'm gonna do it again. Actually, I don't even get a chance. Look, blend, 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 blend. 23, 23, 23, 60. This motherfucker is cracked. Oh, that shit is insane, bro. Yeah, so now we can go ahead and go over the builds here at the end. Go ahead and show you guys what that looks like. I think we go straight into the builds from this screen. I like doing that in case we have the pessimistic people who think like I switch over to a free-to-play account because I'm on my well account. You know what I mean? All right, so he's at 78.9, but remember with Shorekeeper, she gives another 12.5, bringing him over 90% crit chance. That's why he's always landing them crits. Also, Xiangli Yao doesn't have a shit ton of damage bonus in his kit, so I actually run double Electro. In Wuthering Waves, running Electro and attack percent as the 3 costs, main stat Electro, main stat attack percent, very fucking prevalent in this game. Attack percent is way more valuable in this goddamn game than it is in Hoyo games. And that's typically because most of these characters' kits are giving you a shit ton of damage bonus. It's hard to explain. I'll have to like go character by character, but he doesn't get a lot of damage bonus from himself. He does not have an intrinsic amount of damage bonus in his kit. So running double Electro damage bonus on him is actually really good. Besides, we're running the attack percent set too. That's also important to point out. Just showing off the build so you guys can get a quick gander at it. He's almost nearly complete. We just got to get that attack percent up there, and honestly, you can leave the rest as is. He's obviously S0, and now our Shorekeeper. Our Shorekeeper's not built. She sucks balls in terms of the build, but she's so broken it doesn't matter. We care about the buffs. We don't care about her damage. We don't care about her build. We care about 2 things: buffs and energy regen. 80. Yeah, I have her Sig. She's right, and honestly, if you take the Sig off of her, you put the other Concerto buff on her, you're still going to be good to go. The Sig, in terms of what it's doing, is just giving her more energy regen and giving my team another 14% attack boost, but it is not in any way, shape, or form a must-have. You can actually go for more sequences if you want to. Again, just doesn't matter. Just doesn't matter, guys. Okay, like you can give the intro skill because it's guaranteed to crit with her ult, but I'll be honest with you, man, it don't really fucking matter. She's one of those broken characters like a Kazuo where you can just like have a shit fucking investment in her and she still performs. Now this is fascinating. So but by the way, shout out to the chatter that had pointed this out. I was running a Yinlin where I had like, I think I had 85% crit chance, and then I was telling my chat, I was like, wait, if she procs her skill, she has 100% crit chance. Shorekeeper brings her to 112. I have too much crit rate. So I swapped her over to Jeje's weapon, which gives a crit damage scaling as its main stat, and brought this bitch to 280 crit damage. Now you might be telling yourself 64, 280, that's kind of shit. But remember, as I told you, when she pops her skill, she gives herself 15% crit boost for 5 seconds. So she's actually at 79% crit chance, plus Shorekeeper, another 12.5. Now she's at almost 92% crit chance. So she's at 92 over 280 with this build, which is wild. I don't have her Sig. But you see all of that fucking crit. That is just insane. Now there's another way to go about this, right? You can use her Sig or some or the battle pass weapon, and then just swap over her main stat on her 4 costs to crit damage. I have a crit rate main stat. I'll show you in a bit. Yeah, again, I'm a big flautist guy on her. You saw the rotations. Not only is that shit smooth as butter, but he gives her Concerto energy. So I like using that. And he also, when you're ticking with flautist, it builds up her resonance as well, which is really nice. And yeah, that's my girl. Again, the 4 costs can be over to crit damage if you want, but then you'd have to rock a crit rate weapon. And yeah, she can get a lot stronger. That is my Yinlin. I'm just showing you guys the intricacies of her kit so you can understand how that plays into the showcase. Finally, yeah, okay. I was doing this to make sure people understood why I was doing what I was doing. That's everyone, man. That's gonna wrap up the showcase. Overall, that team comp is insanely strong. If you feel you're struggling with the right overdrive zone in Wuthering Waves, because the far right is what's going to give you a elemental shred towards lightning. That's why I used them on the far right of it. It also mopped the fucking floor, obviously, with the regular Tower of Adversity too. Once we took that team, we took that team and put it towards the middle floor, which is the hardest floor in Tower of Adversity. Mop the fucking floor with them as well. So that team's just an absolute monstrous team in its entirety. Thanks for watching. I hope I brought you guys some insight. We will be doing the same type of format for Xiangli. I think I'm doing Xiangli, Yang Yang, and Farina against the middle overdrive floor. If we succeed, we're going to do this exact same format for that composition and then explain how that works as well. Thanks for watching though, and I'll catch you guys on the flip side.